Good afternoon, and it is a good afternoon, isn't it? Lovely rain last night to refresh all the trees and the earth, to refresh us. Now, no more negativity. From this moment on, no more negativity. Let me explain what negativity is. I know you know what negativity is, but you don't know the subtlety of it. Negativity is any talk or thought about your own incapacity to find the truth. Negativity is any despair in you, I can't do it. No matter how hard I try, I can't do it. That's negativity. Negativity is, I am so dense. I am so unenlightened. I am so this, I am so that. That is negativity. And do you know who that is that's speaking? It is the talker. The talker is a very, very dangerous animal. Really, it's not even worthy of calling it an animal. It's a subconscious condition of pain and lack of communication that's inside of every one of us, for a long, long time. Once you know, when man and woman really loved, as you've probably heard in my tapes, there was no talker. No one ever spoke. There was no need to speak, because we communicated in love. And love is not the sentimental love, the missing love, the suffering love, the sorrowful love. That's not love. We were in love. Means we were in this golden orb that I speak about in the tapes, of communication, of love, without having to say anything or be anything or do anything. We were already there, so that you knew precisely what I needed. And if I needed anything from your point of view, then you would provide it for me, or I for you. And in that way, we communicated through love. For love is the finest communication there is. And remember that love is absence. Love is not a presence of anything. Love is the reverse of what the human mind thinks it is. Love is an absence. Now, what is absence? What is absence really? Well, it begins with a lack of self-condemnation, because you can't be absent if you're condemning yourself. You can't be absent if you're criticizing yourself. You can't be absent if you're despairing of how slow your progress is in the truth. That's not absence, that's a presence of the speaker, of the negative one, the one that's crucifying everybody on earth. No more negative talk about yourself, please. No more. No more to anyone how hard it is for you. No more. So what is the alternative to this? Because there must be an alternative if you take something away. What do I have that's an alternative to this that I can hold to? And the answer is this, and it's very, very subtle. And I'm going to try and impart to you and convey to you this enormous subtlety that is a replacement for this negativity that your mind is going to think or speak. Each of you to be here loves the truth. You might not know all the time that you love the truth, but what the heck are you doing here for 17 days if you don't love something that is real and true and right and good? Well, we're all wasting our time. So you love the truth. Also, for some of you, it's even translated into that other word, God. In loving the truth, you love God. And in loving God, All of you love life because that's why you're here, because you love. Now, that is your purity. You see, the talker always emphasizing the negative. But how about acknowledging the purity? Each of you, every single one of you has purity. It is obscured by this negative thinker and talker that talks so much rubbish about itself, talks at the breakfast table about itself. As soon as it talks about itself, you'll find it's not long before it starts to bring despair and despondency and depression. Stay with the acknowledgement of your purity. How do I do that? Because purity is nothing, you see. It's your love of truth. Now, your love of truth is so subtle, so fine, that, well, you can't talk about it. All you can say is, I love the truth. I'm not sure what the truth is, but I love it. That's why I'm here. I love it. And if it's God, if it translates, I love God. I don't know what God is. I just love it. And if it translates into life, I love your life. I love life. I don't know what life is, but I love it. I just love it. I love its purity. I love its beauty. I love its emptiness, not emptiness. I love its fullness. I love its wholeness. I love something that's whole and not out of context. Not something that I have to love as an object, as this or that. No, please. I love the whole. And there's a wholeness that I love. That's your purity. And I'm describing for every one of you your purity. But of course it's so subtle. But you've got to acknowledge your purity. Not by thinking about it, but acknowledge, yes, do I love the truth? When I tell you everybody to sit here loves the truth. Yes, I love the truth. You don't do any more than that. And in that moment of it, loving the truth or acknowledging what you can't say is your purity, but I'm telling it is your purity, in that moment, you're absent. There's a great absence in you. Because you don't know really what you're loving. You don't know who's loving. All you know is, I just love it. I'll never give up because I can't stay away from it. I just love it. That's your purity. That's the purity of love. That's the purity of humility. That's the purity of giving up the speaker, the thinker, the talker, the negative one, who will always be negative. All talk turns to negativity or talk about rubbish, unless I am praising my purity. Now, what do you hear me doing? What do you hear me doing? I'm praising the purity, you know? That's all I'm doing. I'm praising your and my love of truth, your and my love of life. So the talker is engaged in what it should be engaged in, the praise of purity. Now you want to know what purity is again? Because it slips off the mind like water off a duck's back. You are here because you love something that's inexplicable. Not someone, something that's sort of nothing. You are here because of that. And you truly love it. And you have never been able to give it up. And no matter what you do, somehow or other, it keeps calling you back. And the only thing that ruins it is the thinker. Oh, I'm so far from the truth. Oh, I'm so impure. Oh, I've got so much past in me. Oh, I've done so much of this and so much of that. Oh, I've got so much sex. Oh, I've got so much all this. This is true because that's the sexual talker and self. But you're not that. You are the love of this extraordinary thing that you cannot name. Now, please, could we have a different emphasis from now on? I love the truth. I love you. You see the birds. I love you. I love you. You see the nature, the whole, you see. It's not just one flower that you love. You see the flower. You can acknowledge the part, like the proteas there. But in loving those, you're loving the whole because you're open to the purity of love. And love is always of the whole. You cannot love, if you love anything in particular, you're going to suffer. But if you love the whole and keep everything in context, then you can love particular things indeed. But you must have the whole first. And the talker, who is the thinker, and the thinker who's the talker, always divides things, always takes something out of context, pulls it up to the intellect, blows it up, and the whole is forgotten. And your whole love of life and truth is forgotten. Now I ask you for a different emphasis, please. The whole world is emphasizing the negative. I ask you, please, you love God, you love me, you love something that is truthful and right and good, then I just love. I just love. I don't know what it is, but I love. That's your purity. So no more of this nonsense about you can't do it, you're so separate from it. That's the talker. The talker will always be separate from purity. No talker has ever been purified in his life and ever can be. Because by its very nature, it is separate. For the words have to travel to the ear. And that's separation. But there's something in us, the recognition of the whole, that communicates. And that communicates to the birds and the flowers, to the entire earth, to the sky, to the dead. That communicates to everything. Everything is served. Because we are not just mental surface beings, bodies. We are not just that. So no more negativity, please. No more. You've got to emphasize all. I'm not talking about affirmations. I'm talking about acknowledgement. Please, this is not affirmation. Do you love the truth? Well, you have to love the truth to be here. Call it whatever you will. You have to love it to be here. So let us be honest. Let us be straight. Let us be practical. Yes, I love the truth, whatever it is. Now, that's not an affirmation. That's an acknowledgement. Just an acknowledgement. An acknowledgement is very simple. Very simple. You don't have to say any other words. Yes, I love you. The simplest words is an acknowledgement of the beloved. I love you. What more can you say? I love you. And that love of truth, love of the whole, that's what you are. As your purity. But the mind will always spoil it. Do not believe your mind. It never has a thought of truth in it, and it never will. For you must use your mind for practical purposes and then put it to rest when it comes to love or truth or God or rightness or beauty.